Look at this, guys. They still haven't built these, they're doing like, what do you call it, like lines. Oh, almost dropped that. Oh, under here, and they ripped this up. This used to be road all the way across. They've ripped it out to put the power lines in, but just never have. And now you have to walk and drive over this on bikes. That is just, oh, I can't hold you, hold on. That'll have to do. Hey guys, hey members. So we are still in Chiang Mai. As you guys know, we are heading to China. Every time I say China, it reminds me of my first China video there last year. I was like, China, 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 with all the news clippings. And now I just, every time I say China, in my head, I'm like, China, China, China. Anyway, I got hair in my mouth. Oh, did I just stop that recording? No, we're good. Okay, start again. All right. Whew, all right, back. We're back. So, if you read my little update to you, Michael has been very, very sick this week. He started getting sick on the weekend and everything. We both went to the doctors yesterday. She's very, I want to say concerned, but also more confused as to how I still have the same cough and sickness for over 2 months. She's very like, what is that? She said it could be bronchitis, like I found out before from the last doctor, but she was wondering why I've had it for so long, basically. So she's put me on 2 little different bits of antibiotics. And she said, if this doesn't work, you have to come back and you have to like do some tests or whatever. And I was like, fair enough. So I'm on antibiotics. Yesterday though, Michael got super sick yesterday. I told you I was going to do an update yesterday and I didn't. I just kind of, we stayed inside all day together and whatnot. And I felt really bad yesterday. So I was like, did I just get re-sick? I don't know. But anyway, Michael's feeling a little bit better. So he's back to work today. And we are planning our trip to China. As you guys know, as my members, no one else really knows yet. Left a little Easter egg in the last video, but no one's really brought it up. You guys know that we're going to China. So now we have to plan what we're doing in China. So again, if you have any suggestions, leave me a comment or talk to me in the Discord. But we want to do more off the beating track this time rather than just going back to cities, as you guys know. So we're doing that. But I'm thinking I want to go somewhere. I want to go somewhere a little bit different before China, or maybe just after. Anyway, this whole second half of the year is full of brand new countries and places, and I'm so excited. So I'm just going to have to hold it down like this. Not fluttering at all. But yeah, I'm really excited. So that's basically the update. We're planning our China trip. We're planning our trip after that. We know kind of that we're going to possibly continue to travel over China, perhaps, and head that way. I don't know. Someone said, I think Andrew, he said South America, maybe? One day, but not just yet. But yeah, so that's the plan. Oh, I need to just stop for a second. I'm just gonna talk to you guys over here. Oh, almost dropped my phone. All right, let's have a chat before I go, because I'm heading to a cafe to do some work, and I'm just going to sit here and talk to you before I head there because I have a lot to do. So I've finally organized my life. Basically, I've organized notions and templates on how I can really optimize for this year, basically. So I definitely need more sponsors. You guys know I don't take on any. I was with, I think you guys know this, if you've been a member for a long time, I explained this a long time ago, but if you're new here, I was actually with a management company for 9 months last year, and in that time they made me the exclusive, so I couldn't get any other deals besides with them, and they only got me 1 deal. So I mean, I'm not going to keep going on about it, but it was a massive mistake and I learned a lot from it, and it cost me a lot of money and a lot of sponsorship opportunities. So that sucks. And then, as you guys know, I told you at the end of last year I signed a deal for like multiple videos the first 3 months of this year. That one fell through on their end. They had some legal issues, I think, but yeah, I just haven't had very much luck with sponsors, and I'm not someone who just takes like any sponsorship. I was actually looking through a couple of other travel channels, which I don't often do, but I did it yesterday just to see like who's sponsoring like who and what the go is. And I just saw a couple of travel channels that are taking every sponsor that comes to their inbox, and I know because I get them and I say no, this doesn't suit my audience, or this is kind of a load of shit. And I've just seen that a lot of people just take them, which is fair enough. If you want a quick buck, no problem on my end. But for me, like, I only like take things that I use or love or think are legit, or have a good experience with. So obviously that makes the pool of sponsors smaller, which I'm happy with because I like to maintain like my moral compass and my integrity within myself. But it also makes it harder, and that means I make less money, which is, you know, the choice I've chosen, I suppose. Anyway, this is Chiang Mai. I love it. That's the mountain, by the way, that's not actually here because it's smoky. Oh, you can kind of see it today, right there. Kinda. It's getting less and less smoky, which is awesome. But yeah, so that's what I've been focusing on. I've written out a full list. I'm going to really try and get a lot more hotel stays for free this year, just to sort of bring costs down. So I've made a Notion list of all of these things, and I'm going to keep an eye on it more and put a little bit more time into it. I just haven't been able to, obviously, because I've been the only editor. I have a younger editor now. He's done, like I said, I think before, like 5 or 6 videos for me now. And I'm debating whether he does more of them so I have more time to do this, but of course that's again another outgoing cost. So I'm just kind of like weighing up like what I can do. If you guys were my members end of last year, you guys knew or know that we told you about an exciting thing that we have coming up to be released. And to be honest with you guys, that's what this stay in Chiang Mai was supposed to be. It was supposed to be us setting all that up. But then of course editors and things fell through, and I've just had to edit the entire time. So this is the only day and only week that I've had where I can actually work on the things that we came here to work on. So that's why I'm going, and I'm planning China. And it's in our last little week of being here because I haven't had time otherwise. So yeah, that's basically the update. We're planning our trips, we're booking things in, we're finding things to do. I'm trying my best to get editing off my plate so that I can find more sponsorships, and I have time to research, and I have time to find tourism boards, I have time to negotiate with brands and all this stuff. And it's something that, you know, a lot of people don't have to really do 2 years into their journey. Like 2 years is a long time, but I know of a lot of channels that, you know, I don't know, I think what I'm trying to say is that I grew super quick and I wasn't ready for it, and then having a management company that I thought could handle stuff like that for 9 months and then didn't, lost me a lot of stuff, opportunities. I'm just kind of having to like figure it out now, if that makes sense, which is totally fine. But yeah, I'm heading to a cafe to work for a little bit, and then I'll head back to the room, and Michael and I might, what's making a noise? Michael and I might lock in some stuff for China, I'm not sure. What else was I going to say? I know that's the same thing, but that's pretty much just like all we're doing here, guys. But the second half of this year will be super excited. So I think Michael and I did some maths, and I'm only on about 27 or 26 countries in my life that I use on the app called Bean. It's called B-E-A-N or B-E-E-N. Bean. Like bean, but I've been there. I think it's B-E-E-N. Anyway, I was putting them into that to see where I've been in the world, and I think I'm only on 27 countries, and Michael's on like 30 something. And then we did some quick maths, and we saw, because you guys know I want to see new countries, and like I feel like I'm a bit stagnant this whole year, just being at home, and then also not traveling to anywhere new so far, and just being like, I'm really got this itch for like this whole year to go out and do stuff, and we just haven't. A lot of it's been like financial, like we've had to come here because this place is cheap. Thailand has cheap food, it has cheap rent and stuff, and I know a lot of it's been financial, because I'm doing this by myself. Like I don't have money coming from anywhere besides my AdSense, so obviously I can't, you know, afford. I don't know how a lot of people afford all these other travel channels who don't make my views. I don't know how they're doing that because it's so expensive to live full time. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh great, I forget. I went on a little tangent then. Now I forget what I was saying. But basically what I'm trying to say, well, I don't remember. But Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, my countries. So we kind of did a quick maths about what maybe it would look like for our travel for the rest of the year. And we mapped it out, and I would probably end up on 20 something new countries, or 20 new countries for the rest of this year, which means that brings me to about 50 countries, which makes me so excited. Obviously it's a bit overwhelming because it's a lot of work when you travel full time and have to work, like with the channel and filming and stuff and organizing, but it makes me excited to see that many new places. So hopefully that all works out. And again, I don't know why I said it like that. Hopefully that works out. You guys leave me some suggestions in below, but it's not South America. I think you can get to all of these places by land, if that's a hint. I'm actually not sure about that because I'm not good at geography. I actually had someone on my threads tell me I'm not a good traveler because I didn't know where some like remote country in Africa was, even though I've never been to Africa. I'd never thought about going to Africa. She said I'm not a good travel influencer, and I shouldn't be successful because I didn't know where a tiny country's from. I think that's hilarious. Anyway, so I'm gonna go get my coffee now. As you guys know, when I went to the doctor, by the way, my blood pressure was normal. My blood pressure's never been high or low; it's always normal. But she said she got really surprised. Pardon me. She got really surprised. My heart rate was like 95, and apparently it's meant to be like 80. And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then when I left there, I realized that I had just had 3 coffees. And one of them I put an extra shot in, so it was actually 3 shots of coffee, and then I had another 2 coffees, which had 2 shots each. Anyway, I just had a coffee. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you again so much for your support, and I am so excited for the rest of this year with you guys, especially because I love like updating you and showing you new places, like a bit more like behind the scenes like this. And I'm excited for the second channel this year, if I'm being honest. Like, it's going to be so like raw and like unfiltered about my experience in places. Like, oh my god, like, and if we're going to these places that I think we're going, like, I think I'm going to just be so out of my depth and out of my element, and I'm just going to be like, what is going on here? So I think that's going to be like so fun to capture on the second channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys next, actually this weekend, because this is Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Okay, bye.